Hey guys, what's up? Another character reveal for Street Fighter V today. Unexpected day and also an unexpected character. We now have Vega joining the roster for Street Fighter V. Alright, let's talk about some Vega here. First, let's talk about what he looks like in Street Fighter V. He pretty much looks the same, man. Still sporting the claw and the mask, but his outfit is just a little bit more elegant. I don't know, man. It looks like he's part of the Spanish fleet or something. He's casted from Black Sails. But for the most part, he looks the same. Now, we know that the roster for Street Fighter V is not going to be the biggest. It's going to be 16 characters. So do you guys think Vega belongs in the initial roster of 16 characters, man? We don't even really have that many charge characters in Street Fighter V right now, man. We only have like kind of Chun-Li. She's got 2 charge moves, and then we just got Bison. So judging from this trailer, I'm not too sure if Vega's a charge character, but if he is, it's great that we have another one in the game. Now, from the cast that we have so far, it doesn't seem like we have too many complex characters. And when I mean characters with multiple stances, for example. So we finally have our answer right now, and it's going to be Vega. So Vega's going to play a lot differently than he has from previous games. So let's start talking about his gameplay. So first off, Vega's going to have 2 stances in Street Fighter V. One with his claw on, and the other with his claw away. And you can switch between it during the match. Now I say stances because, you know, in previous games with Vega, he would get damaged a certain amount and all of a sudden his claw would fall off, and then you'd have that little mini game where he can just pick it back up. But for the most part, the character doesn't really change. He loses some range on some of his attacks without the claw, and maybe do a little bit less damage or sometimes even more damage. I don't really remember. But anyways, for the most part, the character is the same. But in Street Fighter V, that's definitely going to be different now. Vega's going to have access to different moves and even different combos when he doesn't have his claw. For example, Vega has a command grab, man. A command grab when he doesn't have his claw. That's going to be really sick. That's going to be a lot different. And when he does his wall clean, like, or his wall jump, I mean, it looks like when he's not wearing his claws, it just stuns the opponent long enough that you can continue a combo afterwards. And that's pretty sick too. At the beginning of the trailer, it looks like you see the animation of Vega putting his claw away mid-combo and then continuing it afterwards. I'm not really sure if that's an entire combo all at once, but it looks pretty cool, man. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit more complex than he was before. Another thing to point out too is that it seems that Vega still loses his claw, like forcefully loses his claw when he gets too much damage, just like he did in previous games, but this time he can't pick his claw back up. So no matter what, you gotta learn both stances with this character. Alright, let's talk about Vega's V reversal. His V reversal is basically just his backflip. I don't know if that's really going to help you get out of the corner, but that's kind of cool, I guess. Let's talk about something a little bit more interesting though. Vega's V skill. So basically, Vega's going to have the ability to dodge an attack, and then he has the option of doing a counter attack, which knocks the opponent down. So the way I'm visualizing this is basically Vega's going to dodge, and it's going to look exactly like S-Groove, where you do the dodge command, he goes, "Hoo," and then he dodges whatever, and if you hold it down, he'll do like a counter attack, and like I said, it'll knock the opponent down. You'll probably only get any V-gauge meter if you do the counter attack and it makes contact with the opponent. On block or on hit is probably the only way it'll build meter. Still better than Chun-Li's. And the fact that you can just decide to dodge just in general tells me that you're using it basically if someone's throwing projectiles. Once again, we have anti-zoning tool for another character, and you'll be able to just dodge the projectile, let it go through you, and then advance forward. This is a pretty cool addition to Vega, his V skill, because, you know, he already has a bunch of long-range normals, good pokes in general, and just to give him the ability to counter and dodge attacks makes him that much scarier. Now it's time for Vega's V-Trigger. Man, this V-Trigger actually looks pretty sick. We finally have another one-time activation V-Trigger. It's just a single attack. Vega throws a rose, and if it makes contact with the opponent, he will follow up with this crazy drill claw attack. So this move looks very, very versatile, so let me explain. So first off, it's basically a projectile. The rose is a projectile, and it snags the opponent on hit. They say on hit on Capcom Unity. I don't know if he continues it on block as well. But if it hit, it snags, and then Vega dashes forward and does his claw attack. Now you can actually do this V-Trigger in the air too, man. So since it's a projectile, it kind of like follows the opponent where he is. So they say that you can use it as an anti-air while crouching. So Vega will throw it upwards at them. And if you use it at the air, he'll throw it downwards toward them. So it makes it look really, really tricky, man, because you can jump in the opponent and bait out something, for example, or if it's up, you know what I mean. It's gonna be really hard to jump in on Vega. On top of that, it looks really fast, man, and even in the trailer, it shows you can combo into it. So that's awesome, man. Combo extender, anti-air, and you can use it in the air. Like, that's awesome, man. I doubt it does that much damage, and since it's a one-time use, I'm really hoping it only takes, like, I'm really hoping that Vega only has 1 bar of V-Gauge. That would be amazing. It's a huge possibility since Necalli, I suspect, has 4 bars because of the crazy shit he gets when he does his V-Trigger. So if Vega only has 1 bar, it'd be nice to finally have someone on the roster who is like that. Now for Vega's critical art, or his super, basically it looks the same as his wall dive super, where he'll fly up towards the wall and he'll hit the opponent in the air on his way to the wall, and then once he clings onto the wall, the screen freezes, it activates, and then he'll follow up with a claw attack. But I'm not too sure, just judging from the trailer. So overall, I think Vega is going to be our first really complex character for Street Fighter V. I'm really happy on the design of him so far. Just judging from the trailer alone, looks really cool, man. Multiple stances, different special moves, really unique V-Trigger, and hopefully it's 1 bar of V-Gauge total. That'd be awesome. With the Gamescom coming up soon, the huge ass event, they're going to have a new version of Street Fighter V playable there, so if you live in Germany, you're going to be super hype. So you'll be able to play Vega and Necalli coming up at Gamescom. So hopefully we get as much footage as we can, man. It's going to be pretty sweet. I'm glad there's a steady flow of Street Fighter V news coming. I'm having troubles keeping up with it. Anyways guys, let me know what you think about Vega joining the roster. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.